Ah yes, the Sonic the Hedgehog series. I don't know what it is about these games, but there always seems to be something that keeps me coming back. Granted, I know the series gets a lot of BS from a lot of people, but I really don't understand why. If you go through all the main series games, only a few are absolutely abysmal, not to mention that nobody's forcing you to play the bad games. Seriously, just play the good games and avoid the bad ones. That's what I've been doing, and I don't know, I'm pretty happy about it. But that's not the topic of this video. I'll save that one for another video with a different title, like, Sonic is good and always has been. Oh wait, that's actually good. Let me just, hang on, let me just write this down. Hey guys, Storm1208 of Randomosity Gaming here, presenting a video about the brand new Sonic game. No, not that one. If you've been following us for a while, then you'd know we already did a video on Sonic Mania. No, today I wanted to talk about Project Sonic 2017. We actually know very little about this game, except for some minor details shown in the trailer. However, these details have actually got me thinking. I suppose we should look at things in order, take everything in the trailer one at a time. So right off the bat, we've got Sonic standing in Neo Crisis City. Nah, seriously, I was expecting Silver to show up at literally any point.
It's no use! Take this!
But the trailer does actually give us a look at some enemy robots that look like they're inspired by the Death Egg robot. Then Sonic gets angrier than Shadow in the opening of Shadow the Hedgehog and rushes after the boss. Then, as Sonic is about to be crushed by some rubble, in comes Classic Sonic! Okay, seriously though, I know a lot of people who got upset at this part of the trailer. I mean, I get it, they're tired of Sega shoving Classic Sonic down our throats like he's a nostalgia tool, but I'm honestly not that worried. First of all, I thought Classic Sonic's levels were pretty fun in Generations, and second of all, wait, I only had one thing to say. But moving on from that, both Classic and Modern Sonic boost into the sunset, the
death and destruction.
And the trailer flashes its Join the Resistance tagline. So a lot of stuff was shown in this trailer, and it really got me thinking. Between the Join the Resistance tagline and some of the other things they showed off, I think it's a possibility that Project Sonic 2017 might tie in with the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book series. Granted, this is just an idea, and I could be wrong, but like I said before, why don't we take things step by step and look at the evidence that was laid out for us. Okay, so evidence number 1. The robots in this trailer are clearly based off the infamous Death Egg robot from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. While this is actually pretty basic, the Death Egg robot has made appearances in the Sonic the Hedgehog comic series, meaning that if we were looking at the comic book Eggman attacking the video game Sonic, it would actually make sense. Comic book Eggman would be knowledgeable of the Death Egg robot's design, and therefore would be able to replicate it if he so chose. Like I said before, this is actually a pretty basic observation, and it's nothing too interesting or groundbreaking. That's like saying if somebody knows how to bake cake in Australia, then they could bake cake in the US. It doesn't matter where they are, they still know how to bake cake. Pretty basic. Okay, but one of the things I really wanted to talk about was the fact that Classic Sonic is returning. Sega has confirmed that this game is not Sonic Generations 2, or a tie-in to any of the existing games that we already have. So what the heck is Classic Sonic doing coming back again? Well, this is where we come back to the comic series. The Sonic comic series started publishing in 1992 on November 22nd, literally 2 days before Sonic 2 released in North America. This means that when the comic series started, it was based around the adventures of Classic Sonic and his pals. As the comic book series progressed, so did the video game series. So just like we had the Classic era, Dreamcast era, and Modern era for the Sonic video games, we had the Classic era, Dreamcast era, and the Modern era for the Sonic comics. This basically means that if Project Sonic 2017 was based on the comics, it would be fully justified to see Classic Sonic return. This would even explain why Classic Sonic boosts at the end of the trailer. He may be at a point where he's gaining new abilities. For example, in the latest issue of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic, Sonic has the ability to turn into the Werehog, even though Sonic Unleashed came out years ago. So even with the time difference between the classic Sonic era and the era where Sonic learns how to boost, you could still make a justified explanation as to why Classic Sonic already knows how to boost. Out of the entire trailer though, one piece of information stood out to me the most. That was the Join the Resistance tagline at the very end. If you ever touched the Sonic comic books, then you probably know who the Freedom Fighters are. If you don't, I'll give you an overview. Alright everybody, it's story time! In a special Origins issue, it's explained that Sonic's uncle, who's a chili dog salesman... Wait, that's why he loves chili dogs! Oh! Anyways, Sonic's uncle is kidnapped by Robotnik and turned into a robot. Distraught and angered, Sonic meets a girl by the name of Sally Acorn, who's part of a group aiming to stop Robotnik's nefarious plans. This group is known as the Freedom Fighters, and Sonic ends up joining them in the hopes of stopping Robotnik from industrializing the world. A special resistance task force designed to stop Robotnik? Join the resistance tagline? See where I'm going with this? Basically, what if the resistance that Sega is talking about is the Freedom Fighters? People always talk about how Sonic games as of late lack interesting plot, and they're not necessarily wrong. Sega could fix this by introducing the comic series and Freedom Fighters for Project Sonic 2017. In terms of story, they could tie in the comic series into the game series. Heck, they could even just take one of the story arcs from the comic series and put it as the game story. Not to mention all the different Freedom Fighters would give Sega a whole new cast of people to work with in the game. For example, Sally actually has a little thing for Sonic in the comic universe, so what if when they brought her to the video game universe, her and Amy would get into little mini arguments over Sonic? I think that would actually be pretty funny to see. Sega could even bring some of the environments and areas from the comic series and make them levels in the game. But by far, if Project Sonic 2017 tied into the comic universe, I think the best part would be getting to see the comic book exclusive characters being put in the limelight in the video game. The Sonic the Hedgehog comic book series is known for having really interesting stories and characters. In fact, they're even in the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest running comic series based off of a video game, which is actually really impressive. I've been a fan of the Sonic comic series since I was young. I own Volume 1 of the Archive series, which is a compilation of some of the very first Sonic comics ever. Not only that, but I have fond memories of going to my local library and checking out some of the Sonic comics to read at home all the time. If you guys are looking for like a comic book series to read, I can definitely recommend the Sonic comics as they're really awesome. There are a bunch of different story arcs though, so I would recommend looking into each one and seeing where you want to start. No, I'm serious, the series has run on forever. Of course, this is just a theory at the end of the day, so I might be wrong. Heck, I'm gonna go as far as to say that I probably am wrong. But if 3 months from now, Sega releases another trailer for Project Sonic 2017, and at the very beginning of the trailer, Sally Acorn slowly walks out from the shadows, you heard it here first. Thanks for watching, guys. Also, I almost forgot, Classic Sonic talks in the comic book series, which means Jaleel White. Jaleel White hype train, let's go!
Nothing more cool than being hugged by someone you like. But if someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no.
Hey guys, if you made it to the end of this video, I want to give you a big thank you. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing, as I can guarantee there will be more. And if you didn't like it, does it look like I care? Thank you once again for checking out this video, and I actually want to hear from you guys. Do you think Sega might merge the video game and comic universes for Sonic's 25th birthday? Or do you think that Join the Resistance tagline means something different entirely? I'll see you guys next time. This is Storm128 of Randomosity Gaming. Bye.